Good morning, everyone. I'm back to do another reading for us today. I'm already channeling heavy energy, and this will be also a clearing and an offering for a clearing for those of us who require that clearing. If you're open to it, just be open to receive. If this type of thing makes you nervous because it's I'm new, or it's somebody outside of somebody outside of your regular team that would do any type of healing or clearing for you, just call in your team and ask them to surround you to make you feel more comfortable. And if you're not 100% comfortable, that's okay. Just welcome and be open to receiving any other messages that are potentially here for you today. So my channel isn't just about channeling guidance. It also offers energetic healing, upgrades, downloads, uploads as well, not just downloads. I use light language, and just my tone and the frequency that and the vibration that I hold and carry within my structure also offers healing as well. Thank you. For those of you who are open to receiving, I can feel the energy now, so that's wonderful. It warms my heart very much, and let's get started with the reading. So as I was pulling the cards, for those of you who are new to my channel, I pre-pull usually once I feel intuitively guided to do it. As soon as I don't channel the messages officially until I turn my camera on. So this was the first one. This is our main energy. And then when I pulled it, I heard untangled. So this is an end of a relationship. So in your life or in your counterpart or the person of interest's life, there'd be an ending of a relationship. I feel it was a higher kind of a serious relationship. This wasn't just kind of a one-off. This could have been an actual marriage or a long-term commitment, okay? And even if it wasn't long-term, they kind of entered into this relationship thinking it would be, for whatever reason. And it failed miserably, is what I'm hearing, because they weren't ready to be in a relationship like this. Okay, so they were rebounds to each other is what I'm getting. And usually we mirror each other, right? People in our lives help us see things and understand things and feel things so we can heal and move forward. And when you do that, you usually will learn the lesson, which means you're going to kind of step up and evolve, and then you'll attract something that is for your higher and greater good compared to before, which is fantastic. And that's why we are afforded the opportunities to reincarnate as we come back in physical form. So I know it's really hard, but just know that I feel for you and this higher divine counterpart who are coming, or who are starting off now with the double lovers card. Like, this is like powerful energy here, because this was the second, or this was on the bottom, and then I pulled these cards, and this was on the bottom as well. So that's fantastic. And these are the new unions coming into fruition here. This is the ending of an old. So this fluorite will assist with going back in time to heal whatever is required. So what I mean by that is just in thought and processing, okay, energetically. These are probably historical energies which will channel to help you understand what they're coming out of, what you might be coming out of. Both of you might be coming out of a situation like this, because this needed to happen before you could enter into this beautiful union. And this is your destiny. Do you see here? And your emperor is standing strong. He did his healing. He did. And he's very powerful because of it. So congratulations to these divine masculines here, because I feel this would be a masculine counterpart, or somebody embodies more of a masculine energy that is standing strong right now, because he has to. He has to. You've done your work, divine feminine, and you've been in this energy as the empress for a very long time. Okay? You're not on the board right now, but just know that this was his responsibility and his role now, and he's stepping into this role with a happy heart, I heard, but an open heart. So he was able to overcome things that he didn't see before. So there was shadowy parts in his life or within his own fields that he wasn't able to see clearly. And energy that was trapped in the field, was blocking his ability to make good choices and be discerning and follow his heart. He is feeling more open now, and this is why he's coming back to you. If it's a relationship that was once in place and then you left for whatever reason to do this work, like I was saying, you're able to come back together now because you've done this work. He's done this work, and you're almost perfectly mirroring each other. Look, he wants me to lift him up here. And he's gently providing enough separation and clearing here from past energies that would have otherwise bogged him down, made him feel overwhelmed or scared or confused. This is really hard. I feel for some it's family. It's very karmic, okay? Family. Like people that he trusted at one time or felt like he could trust or felt he should be able to trust. He was very much disappointed and let down. But he knows that he needs to trust himself, show himself the love. Sometimes when we don't have anyone in our lives, we have to really go deep within and show ourselves the love that we don't have. Okay? I had to learn how to do that, and I actually had to reparent myself because my parents growing up weren't healthy enough to provide me with all of the things I needed to be a whole person, a happy person. So I had to learn that as I've grown up on my own. It's very difficult, but it's possible. You can do it. And of course, I didn't do that alone. I had some really good therapists, psychologists that assisted with helping me understand my childhood trauma and kind of rise above it. So, and it's a forever job, inside job. I continue to do the work every day, but I know how hard it is. So my right ear's ringing. So that's a confirmation that as hard as it is for me to share some of my story, I think it's important because hopefully it helps other people as well resonate and provides hope that you can overcome things, okay? So he's needed a kind of a downtime in order to be able to go and blow off steam, and I think it's also the karmics that need to go blow off steam here, okay? And look, they're facing this way, so they're having to go back. And I think he understands that, and all that means is that he's separating himself from these karmics, that the divine and the universe is saying, no, you need to go back. You didn't learn the lesson. Some of them didn't learn. Some of them are finally letting go of him and understand that when he says it's over, it's over. Or if he's setting a boundary, if it's family or friends, like saying, no, I will make these choices, for myself, for my life that I think are best for me. Okay. Or thank you for your advice, but I'm going to make my own decision. It's my call. Okay. So he's using higher divine judgment here. And he's connected to his angelic, to the angelic realm and to his guides. And he's very open to this now, this person here. I think he was nervous and scared before. He didn't quite understand. But the more clearing he's done, the more he's been able to connect, and he feels blessed for this because he feels better, and he knows the reason he's succeeding now is because he's an open channel, and he's able to attract the things that make him feel better, and he has been able to sustain a happy and healthier life compared to before. Lots of in and out before, no more of that. Look how stable he is. This is a cat's eye. Spiritually speaking, the animal kingdom is assisting as well right now, in a very powerful way for many of us, because there are solar flares coming in, and with that, it creates opportunities for all sorts of things, and we are safeguarded as these solar flares come in, as we travel our timeline, as we push through all that we need to push through in order to get to where we know we want to go. And that's not easy, and it's a daily job, right? We have to do our things every single day to make sure that we're safe and to make sure that we're okay, not just physically, but emotionally, psychologically, energetically, spiritually. It's a time for increased prayer, all right? And just know you're not alone. You are not afraid. Look, he's not afraid. And This is a message to you, viewer, that congratulations, because you've been stable. Everything I described for this person, I feel you've already done, and you're embodying that energy right now. And because you didn't have any fear, you'll be able to move on as well. And this is a big step for many of us who are stepping away perhaps from a higher divine counterpart that we felt could be somebody that we could be with. But, eventually at some point, God is not going to have somebody wait forever who's doing their work, And if you truly do want to share your life with somebody, if somebody that you thought was that person can't or won't or whatever, that's fine. Somebody else will come, take their place. That's your right. It's your destiny here, okay? You are long lost lovers, these two people who are coming back together here. It's very, very powerful. It's very beautiful. It's very stable. You can trust this person. You might need some time to learn to trust this person again if this is somebody you were with before and things didn't work out. And I'm not telling you to receive a message like this and trust blindly. Obviously have the conversations, take the time that you need, have healthy boundaries, have proper space, maintain your independence. Okay, but talk. Communication's key here. It's very, very important to talk about how you feel. Your fears, your questions, doubts, worries. That's how you clear it and move on. He's open. He wants you to ask if there's anything that you need, okay? Yeah, clear the fog. We had this card last time. My last reading, this is the exact card that was here. And I was channeling now. I'm going to speak to an energy that was also coming in earlier. This is the person, for example, in my situation that I'm trying to step away from. Okay, here, this was me. This is him. It's not this person. This is somebody else, okay? And really struggling. Very much struggling because they can feel the minute you start to step away like this. But the divine is saying they don't want me to invest time and energy because this reading today is not about this person. And they're accustomed to having a lot of your time and energy, even if you're not physically together, if you are sitting in thought a lot. And I'm not saying that was a bad thing. I'm just saying that they are feeling that disconnect now. And it's a panic, and it's a worry, and it's a fear. But that lies with them because you're long gone. And you're protected. Okay, surround yourself with nature. Take a breather. I believe we have this card as well, right? So, and you will be afforded with an opportunity to change the scenery. Okay, taking the breather is your right to have space from that other person. Your right to move on with somebody new without interference from this person who's accustomed to doing that. They're going to struggle. I'm picking up very immature energy here, and very much just thought you would be there always and forever. And I'm not saying you're not still going to be there for that person, but you had really good boundaries in place. You're going to have even stronger boundaries in place because they need even more. They have even more to learn, in this life, because they really, really thought that they were going to continue to do what they've done many, many years and many, many lifetimes over and over, where they were just siphoning your energy and they were manifesting because you stayed connected, okay? And you would have struggled because of that. And it's not that you didn't necessarily succeed, but there would have been a part of you that was really internally struggling, okay? You would have felt sick as well. So you're going to be afforded the ability to move forward, and this is going to be protected by the divine, and you're making good choices, divine feminine, and you've been very discerning, and that's really, really good. There's no more secrets. It's the after tarot. There's a balancing here, the moon and the sun, okay? And there's a lot that's been healed that's ready to come out as well. He's overcome these inner demons, and he wants to talk to you about this. He wants to talk to you about this. So we're back to this person here. Okay. He understands why his marriage failed or his previous relationship failed. He took the time to be alone to do this work. You can't do this work if you jump into another relationship. This person here was doing that. This is why he stepped away. Okay, and he's just kind of siphoning and circling in this muck here. It feels really, really awful. And I have all these crystals here to safeguard your ability to move forward. And this person is not going to be able to rise up like they want right now. They need to stay where they are. It's almost like spiritual jail in some way. They feel trapped in their physical world, but spiritually, it's because they're trapped spiritually. The divine is going to try and reach them. Their guides are going to try again, but you're not tasked with that anymore. Your energy, you've already moved on. You're already over here. Okay. I feel tingling in the back of my head on the right side, but it's a beautiful feeling. It's lovely. Thank you. But they want, at the same time, sorry, I don't want to sound negative, too negative here, but they do care, okay? They do. It's just they're lost and confused here. But that's not an excuse, and it's not a reason for you to stay, because you would have been harmed and continue to have been harmed emotionally, energetically, and spiritually by this person here, who's just not ready to face what this person's done here to do the work, to grow, okay? So congratulations to this person. This is like fantastic energy. My dryer's ringing, so that's confirmation. There's a clearing. So the clearing that we're doing today is working beautifully and is going to succeed and has already succeeded for some. Some of you only needed a little bit, some of you need a lot, but regardless of how much you need, it's gonna work, or it has already worked. So that's great. Step away from the crowd. Yeah, look. So he wants to get away, to get together, because he has a lot that he wants to say. Okay, and so do you. And he knows you're going to speak from a loving place, but he's ready to face you. And you see how these people are pretty equal here, and even. It's blue, it's the throat chakra. And then after you say this, you'll be able to have fun. Or if your last visit was just about fun, now you're going to talk about some of these things at a deeper level, okay? But in order to do that, you do need to be alone. You can't be doing this when there's people around. So this won't be a date where you'll go to a restaurant. My dryer's ringing around people. Like he really wants to step into that energy and start dating and doing those things, but this conversation needs to happen first. Sorry, I'm holding my phone and I'm drinking some coffee here. I'm hearing calling tonight, and sometimes that's not like it's metaphorically that I speak. It's and it's spiritual. It's not physical, but it could be both, you know. But he's content, I'm hearing. Oh, he wants you to help. This is, you're going to meet each other at the same place, and spiritual, like you're marrying each other perfectly, and you're aligned beautifully, and you're able to meet each other in the same place right now to talk about things that needed to be talked about before, but it wasn't the right time. You're ready, and you're going to help each other. He feels though intimidated still to some degree, and I feel like he's going to want you to help. Maybe you're going to be the one to kind of start that part of the conversation or table it. However it's done, you're going to do it perfectly, and it's going to be just fine. And then you're going to be able to celebrate and have a good time. Oh, look, you both see the light. Look. He's coming into his light body is coming back online. He's channeling. He's going to channel. You're going to help guide that process for him. He feels the spirit in his body and his soul. He's awake. He's awake. He's enlightened, this person. You did this. You helped do this. He has so many regrets. Oh my goodness. He sees and understands why he failed in the past. Yes. And he didn't succeed because he had stepped away from you before. If he would have stayed, you would have been able to work through things together, and he would have had more success. This is what he thinks. Okay, this is how he feels. Oh, look, 10 of Cups. And you see that 8 of Wands peeking underneath there. There was so much passion. Oh my goodness. And I'm getting karmic energy was upset that he chose, say, to spend time with you over them before. Or that's kind of going on right now. And he needs to be strong enough to step into that Emperor energy to speak up and say, like, you know what, like, maybe I will spend some time with you guys, but I also want to spend time with this person, you know? So do you see how I stepped it down? I put it down here. And he feels strong enough to aim for what he wants. And all these conversations that have been had in the past these karmics are trying to trap him again. And he's leaving it behind. And he's like, no, I'm going this way. Thank you, but no. And there are 2 here, and that's you and that's him. And this is the only conversation, the last conversation that has to be had here. He spoke to everyone else. Anyone else involved in this situation or in his life that needed to be told something, or he's done that. He's done that. Okay. And now it's time to focus on you and the heart. And again, this is an equal exchange here. The divine is protecting this too. Just know you're safe. This is safeguarded. Nobody will be able to block this ever again or interfere in the ways that they interfered before. Absolutely not. 22 minutes, right on the mark here. That's fantastic. So let's see here. Inner peace. Look. The koi fish. Look. Do you see the energy of 2? Everything's in balance. 2, 2, 2. This is a family. 2. Look. 2. There are 2 people on this card. And this is both of you and one, but like that you both need to step away, right? From busy lives, people, whatever, person, place, or thing, to be able to come together and have this conversation here. And, you know, by having opened yourselves up to change in your life, it's going to allow you to change the scenery, and you're already feeling this shift. Things look different and feel different already. That's how quick it happens when you open up. And as you come together, it will continue to shift in the light because you're ready. And Healing Waters, one more card for us today. Beneath the surface, what's really driving you? True motives, break free. Need I say breaking free? Need I say more? This is what you're both curious about with each other, is what's really driving you both. What are your true intentions here with this brand new connection that you've just reignited? He wants to know the truth. He's ready to face the truth. He was scared for a very long time because it's scary to step into the reality of something when you know you love or you feel very deeply. You have to put yourself out there. Then once you do, the fear of what if this person doesn't reciprocate, what if they don't feel the same way, and then it's over. There's a loss. This person was so brave and strong to finally step up again, or to step for the first time if it's new, because we are different viewers, right? But just know and be careful, Divine Feminine, because he cares for you deeply, and just be really careful. Like, if you don't agree and if you don't feel like it's something that is good for you, just be very kind and be respectful. And I know most of us are. It's just, I just want you to be aware of how sensitive he is and how vulnerable he feels with you. He's never felt this way with anybody else. He's learning through your heart and your voice and how you speak about what true love is really about. He never received this either, I don't think, growing up. I think I shared about my story a little bit earlier. This person, there's some similarities here. Okay. Most people struggle at a heart space. We are the heart chakra is very blocked. It's very calcified as well, where that chakra can't spin and flow properly because there's been so much harm. And then we protect and shelter ourselves, and then that creates more harm. Okay, but look at the light here. You're ready, and look at you healing yourself, putting your hand on your heart there, and he knows you did the work, took the time, and that you're in a good place, and he's happy, and he's also scared. He doesn't want to hurt you. He doesn't want to come back and botch everything, is what I'm hearing. You won't. Divine Masculine here, you won't. And I just want to commend these counterparts. You know, if you're awakened to a twin and you have to step away and you're opening yourself up to somebody else, that means you're putting yourself first. And that's what being a twin is about, because we're here to show love, and we're here to learn about love and to teach about love. So good for you for doing that. And that'll hopefully teach this other person there that's going to be sent back here to the drawing board about what true love is as well. Okay. You are not to be held captive. You are not to be manipulated or played with. No. And I think most of us knew that. We knew that, and it hurt. But irregardless, there's still a lot of love for that person. But it's with, we had our shield up and we had boundaries, but it still hurts. And I don't think that Divine wanted this to continue anymore for you. And you did a great job. It's not that you were doing anything wrong, but you know, you needed to be ready to receive somebody else. And good for you. I know how hard this is. I know. But you'll know when it's the right time. You'll know. So, no more conversations with that person. That's over, because he's stood up and he's aiming high. And look, he's ready to manifest a brand new relationship, and he wants to be in a partnership with somebody in the physical realm that's equal and even. He's alone in that picture, but he's looking at the past and why it was so dull and gray and boring and unfulfilling. I'm going to share a little bit with this person, because this is a person here that was a high school sweetheart of mine. Then we reconnected quite a few years ago after he split up with his second wife. Okay, he came in too quick, too fast. Again, I was speaking about a rebound thing here. I didn't want to be that rebound. I was very clear with him, you know, and he had so much to share, because he regretted his entire life breaking up with me when we were very young, as he thought that he would fulfill his dream and he couldn't have somebody with him to do that. And he, looking back, regrets choosing that over love and over me, because in the end he didn't succeed. But I said, I wanted you to follow your dreams. I would never want you to give up a dream for anything or anyone. And I'm sorry that you felt back then that I couldn't be there with you. But you know, hindsight's 20/20, and we shouldn't have regrets. You know, just forgive and move on and let go. So, and that was my way of telling him I forgave him way back years ago. But, you know, he needed to clean up his second marriage, because, you know, it was quite a mess. And so I had to, very strict boundaries, very strongly say no. You know, you need to, if you can't commit to me and spend time with me in the open, and if that's not where your heart's at, then I'm not prepared to be here, and I'm moving on. However, I was very kind, and I said, you know, if ever your life changes, and, you know, keep my number if you want. You don't have to, but, like, you know, reach out in the future if ever you're ready. And he recently did. So we just haven't really had any conversations really about very much. We just kind of had a really nice evening where we just enjoyed ourselves, you know, and I didn't want to I just didn't feel like it was the right time to do that, because he works out of town and he had to go the next day. So it's not something that you just start talking about and then you kind of have to be gone. So, and he knew that. So I think that, you know, for this person anyway, it's been a long road, very long road. And it's not easy. It's not easy coming back. So I think that back to this Three of Pentacles, you know, he realizes all the mistakes, and the person that he was with before didn't meet many of his needs. But with you, it just flows so naturally. It's just so, like, it's just there. It just is. And, you know, we had a good time the other night talking about some of our high school days and when we dated before and how young we were, and reminiscing. And it was quite nice. It was funny. It was really, really collaborative. It was very equal. And look, thank you. Gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. He is, look, so I covered myself up here. So, you know, he knows that you've shared a lot, and now it's his turn to share. And he wants to say thank you for everything that you provided before and everything that you tried to provide, you know, in the last few years where he just wasn't there because he was distracted with this mess over here. But he's saying, he wants to say thank you. It's going to be different for everyone. It's going to look different for everyone, but it's going to be beautiful, and it's authentic, and it's genuine. And you're going to cry, and they're going to be tears of joy. And, you know, he likes to sing and play music, and he sang a lot that night, and I just sat and listened, and at one point I was crying. And it wasn't tears of sadness, it was tears of joy. Because I couldn't believe that we were sitting together and then having a beautiful evening. So yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, you see here the Hierophant over the Devil. So he has higher understanding about dark things, things that are addictive, things that weren't healthy and appropriate. And he overcame these things by having better judgment, better discernment. Again, I feel like this person's found God or was touched by the divine in some way. However, that love from source is represented for this person. Be different for everybody. People use different words. God can be very triggering for people, and I feel comfortable using it, so I apologize if you're triggered by it, but just know that whatever it means to you is what I mean in terms of what I'm channeling here for this person. And they're just in awe of their own enlightenment, and then they're like, oh, okay, I see what she was talking about before. I see why she did what she did and why she feels this way, and you know, and why she does what she does, even with the energy healing and things. So a lot of enlightenment here, and he understands that he needs to maintain this energy to keep that devil at bay, because that energy is always out there. You just need to know yourself and understand it, and know that it has no power over you or over us. Oh, look, I think that devil energy was holding on or trying to hold on and wanted you to fall. But you're protected here. Your foundation's strong enough. It's not going to work. You're going to overcome it, and you have overcome it. I feel like both of you might be in a bit of an Eight of Swords energy right now until this conversation takes place. Okay? It'll be okay. It'll come. Just trust it'll come. Let's put this behind here. Yeah, see? The destiny is reversed here because there was wrongdoings here. A bridge had to be torn down that was trying to be created to destroy this love here. And it was a risk factor. So there were blind spots. He was blinded before. This is why it didn't work. It wasn't the right time. You did good, Divine Feminine, by doing that. Just know that kicked him in the right place. Sorry. It kicked him in the butt in a way is what I was trying to say. And it put him on the right trajectory for change. Because you did it with love. And he's never had anyone do that. I'm hearing fighting and very mature energy here with the past partner there. Okay. You're in balance. He feels in balance with you. All the conversations that you had, even difficult ones, tough ones, they were with love. Okay. Maturity, they're saying, with respect. Yes. This is solid here. Nobody can mess with this. Okay, nice try. So we're going to move it over. And where he felt he didn't need to look into things before, that's not true, you know, because of this dark stuff. He's overcome that, and he's looked into it, and he's satisfied with what he found. He doesn't think you're connected to bad, evil things, you know. I think people try to manipulate if you are involved with energy healing, or if you're very open about your spirituality. There's a dark energy that exists that always tries to tamper with the way people see this, okay? Because that's the key. If you turn away from it, then you're even more vulnerable, and that darkness has more of a hold. And so he is free and clear of that. He doesn't worry about it. He trusts you. He knows better now, and he's really sorry. Seeing the light, yeah, see here? Sees the light. Rise and shine, you see? This is you. This is what you've done for this person as well. And the bridges that have been created, the pathways that have been created for you to get together here are beautiful, and they're protected. Because you have good intentions, your heart is open, and you are in resonance with each other. Your vibrations a match. The codes are coming back online. This is a very old divine union as well. Very old template. And I'm seeing an angelic being with armor. He just, with his sword, tapped his shield on his heart, and he bowed to me. That's showing honor, because he's a guide that's been here to safeguard this potential union here. And he's here to continue to, I say he, I feel it's a masculine energy, but he's here to continue to guide this process for this union, so don't worry. If there's anything nefarious that's going to try, it's going to be met with defeat instantly. It's destroyed. It's going to be destroyed before it even has an attempt to be ignited. Okay, that guide travels the timeline, very advanced being here, and it's very powerful. But it's very shy at the same time. It's stepping back. It doesn't want me to focus on it. But I just want to reassure you, when we're dealing with black magic, dark things, we often have help, and it's not often that I see with my clairvoyance the energy like that, like guides. But he made a point to show himself to me to be very clear that that's not going to happen here. Okay, you've stepped up to the plate. And it wasn't easy for you to give this person another chance, of somebody that came back from the past. I think for most of us it will be. And if it's somebody brand new, then congratulations. There'll be similarities with what I'm sharing. All right. So just know that you freed yourself in all the ways that you needed to, and you have afforded yourselves this opportunity. And it's private. What happens moving forward is private and individual for each couple out there. And this is where they want me to leave off. And I'm just going to safeguard this couple here, and this conversation, and this union that's coming together, okay? You'll be okay. You're free. This is your spirit. Your spirits are in the spiritual realm right now, just collecting information, pulling in stardust, starlight. See, moving up. You're ready. It's fantastic. I'm just so proud of you. So beautiful. My throat is so sore. My goodness. So that's a clearing that's required before this conversation happens. So surround yourself with blue crystals, clear quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst, citrine, selenite. Those are all beautiful crystals that can assist with clearing the chakras, especially the throat chakra, the higher heart, and the energetic fields between each chakra. Those are important as well. All right. And I'm just sending everyone a clearing right now on the heart, around the heart. the solar plexus as well. Your lower chakras are very strong. They're connected as well. So if you've been intimate with each other, just know that there is a reason for that, and everything is very healthy and strong. It's prominent here, and you'll continue to engage in a way that's very safe and secure for each other. There's nothing toxic going on here. So we're just going to open up the higher chakras now to receive more light, okay? I'm just going to surround all these unions with light language here. So as I'm doing that, there's a massive clearing that's happening, and that's great. Just be open. Mother Mary's coming forward, and she's just placing all of her rose ray. It's very fluffy. It looks like rainbow as well. Looks like cotton candy. And now I'm being shown like a date again, and a getting together, or even if it's private or in public, your dinner, your meal, that time spent together, words you're sharing, the space, everything's safeguarded, it's protected. The drinks you're going to have is protected. I'm seeing you guys, the mouth is protected now, okay? My cat was doing funny things this morning with my nose in my mouth. I just let her do her thing because she works on me a lot, and I trusted that I needed that clearing, you know, and or if it was a clearing and an opening, that it's in preparation of what's coming here. Okay, so when we also do these readings, it helps to manifest into the physical as well. Okay, because as above, so below, so we're pulling the energy in. Okay, so that's great. All right, so they want me to pull one more card here. Oh, look, give yourself the best. Yes. He wants to give you all the things he gave to the wrong people in the past, and he's very sorry, and he wants to share his abundance with you because he feels that you won't mistreat it, you won't abuse it, and you're just so grateful and loving. Oh my God, this person loves you. It's beyond, I can't even like describe it. My right ear's ringing. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm going to cry. So there's an outpour of love now. So the love is going to protect this reading. So I'm just, my heart chakra, I'm sharing love with everybody right now. So we're just going to move everything in the right direction. We're going to afford this person a little bit here of a clearing as well, and send this person on their way and wish them well, okay? But you need to go. You need to stop interfering, okay? That's why there's a big space here, and it's being neutralized, okay? So that's good. I feel it'll be okay. It'll be okay. They'll leave, and they'll go and do their thing, and they'll stop. And you might have to speak. You might have to have this conversation. Sorry, what he did with this person, you might have to have that conversation with this person as well, when it's the right time, though. And you'll be guided. Some of you don't have to. You can do it spiritually, and they'll get it and just kind of go off on their merry way. But if you have to do it in the physical, that's okay. There's no right or wrong. You trust yourself and trust your guidance, and know that if you're guided to do something, it's important that you do it, okay? Well, on that note, I wish everybody so much luck and joy and love, and especially with this beautiful impending conversation here. I know you're going to do great, and you're going to feel so much better, and it'll be one step closer to fully manifesting this reunion or union, okay? So until next time, take care, everyone.